Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about the what are the advantages. Okay, why we need to go for the full stack management. All the things we are going to discuss here in clearly. Okay, before going for that one, as I said earlier. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Before going for that one, okay, once again we are going to deeply. I explained that one, what is meant by the full stack developer. Okay, how what are the different things are there. Okay, everything. Okay. Still, you will get your syllabus copy, no friends. But better we need to have some in general discussion only. Okay. The moment when you will get your correct syllabus, no, we'll proceed further there. Okay. Now, okay. Full stack developer. Okay, as I said in the previous class, full stack developer is nothing but just to keep in your mind the developer one who has the all the programming knowledge. Okay, okay, whatever available, or you can say this one the required programming language here. Okay, otherwise you can say this one the front end developer as well as the back end developer also. Okay, the technologies that are required for the front end technology. Okay, front end developer. Okay, the technologies that are required for the back end also all should be known by the programmer. Okay, that programmer is going to call as a full stack developer here. Okay, before going for that one, okay, one more definition is that full stack developer is someone who is familiar with all the layers of software development. Okay, what they are telling here, if you are having the if you are working in a particular company, okay, or in any MNC here, or any project there. Okay, from customer requirement, from collecting the customer requirements to product delivered to the client. Okay, whatever we are going to pass the pages, whatever we are going to cross the layers, no, everywhere the programmer should be able to understand that one. Okay, everywhere the programmer should be familiar with all the layers, or you can say all the phases of the net project product development here. Okay, that person also going to be called as a stack developer here. Okay, one more is that important point is that everywhere it's very difficult to have an expert in all the areas of the project development here. Okay, but what they are telling, instead of having full expertness in the every layer, the programmer should have the functional knowledge. Okay, he should have the functional knowledge to finish and develop the entire product. Very simple. Okay, at least you should have the functional knowledge that one. Okay, what's going on my project there. Okay, whether I'm able to give any some ideas, or whether I'm able to give any insistence to the developers here, otherwise other team members also. Okay, for that reason the programmer should have the functional knowledge here. Okay, after that, my friends, we studied that one the different layers of the development of the some we have some technologies like the front end technologies, the back end technologies. Okay, if you're talking about the we are having the database, we need to be know that one, HTTP and the REST APIs, we need to know that one. Okay, RESTful RESTful web services, we need to know that one. Web applications we required. Okay, we should have some knowledge about the algorithms and the data structure. Okay, Git version control. Okay, so many building tools are available nowadays. Okay, you should have that with all the knowledge about that, then only you will become the full stack developer. Okay, now what are the different languages that will come across the full stack developer here. Okay, as I said earlier, friends, we are going to have the client code is required. Okay, we are going to discuss that one, what are the client code, what are the server codes and all. Okay, we need to cross about the client side code is there, browser is there. Okay, server side code we need to study that one. Okay, web server related issues we need to study that one. Okay, what are different data types we are going to be come across, that also we need to know that one. And the programmer should have some functional knowledge about the different types of operating systems also. Okay, Linux is there, your the Windows is there, Mac operating system is there. Okay, so many operating systems are available everywhere, you should have some functional knowledge there. Okay, now what are the different front end technologies, right? So talking about the front end technology, we need to talk about, already we explained that one, HTML and the CSS. Okay, hypertext markup language here. Okay, it is mainly used for the web applications. Friends, you know that one, web applications and the web pages also. CSS will be for use for the styling the sheets also. Okay, in general by also CSS can manage the layout of multiple web pages at once. You can say this one, the CSS is mainly used to style the web pages only. Okay, Bootstrap is there, it is also open source CSS framework. Okay, it can manipulate the creation, responsive websites and applications also, right? After that, we spoke about the Angular JS also. Okay, now that Angular JS is JavaScript based open source framework, okay, that can address the several challenges encountered in building the single page applications also. Okay, so many the new companies and the new projects they are adopting the Angular JS nowadays. Okay, where once you came across the front-end technologies, afterwards we need to discuss about the back-end technologies also. Okay, back-end technology is nothing but the software application that you cannot see that one. Okay, the back-end of apps deals with organizing and storing of the data and ensure that everything runs robustly in the on the client side, you know well. Okay. What are the different technologies required at the backend here? Okay, we have the PHP is there. Okay, your Java applications are there. Okay, afterwards we are having some Python is there. Okay, .NET language is there. Node.js is there. Okay, everywhere JavaScript sometimes it is mainly used to design the network applications only by Node.js. Everywhere it is nowadays using. Okay, as I said earlier, friends, database is also there. Okay, we are having so many different flavors of databases are available. MySQL is there, or MongoDB is there. Okay, sorry, MongoDB is available, and we are having Oracle also there. Okay, everywhere, all operating system no, sorry, all databases also you should be aware of that one. Okay, as per the customer requirements, okay, as per your project needs, you need to choose the databases. It doesn't mean that every time you should use MySQL only. No. Okay. Afterward, friends, we studied about the SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server is a relational database management system that stores and fetches the data as requested by the software applications, right? Which can be either run on the same system or another system across the network here, right? We're having some DevOps also. Okay, DevOps word is combination of two word development and the operations here. Okay, it is the set of software development practices that collaborate the development and operations team to deploy the code production faster in a respectable way there, right? Studied that one. Okay, full stack developer. Okay. Afterwards, my friends, we concluded that full stack developer does not necessary to have the master of all the technology. Okay, already explained that one. You should have some functional knowledge in that one. Now, today, my friend, we are going to discuss in detail why do you need a full stack developer. First thing, tell me what why we need to do that. If you are having the functional knowledge about all the layers of your project or the product development here, okay, definitely you are going to understand the whole project clearly. First thing, right? If you if you are a full stack developer, second thing, you can keep everything, every part of the system running very smoothly. 100%. Okay, if you know this for no difficulty, okay, you are not going to invest the more time every time and do not go for the other desk. Okay, I need to ask that one, sir, I don't know this one, could you help me or not? Okay, that things is going to be, because if you are having the functional knowledge, okay, you are going to think about yourself, you are going to search in the internet or Google, you are going to get some ideas also. As per that idea, no, you can easily implement your project there. Due to that reason, full stack developer, if you are a full stack developer, you can run the project very smoothly. First thing. Second thing, full stack developer can provide help to everyone in the team. Exactly, friends. What I want to say here that if you are a full stack developer, you can help throughout your floor there, or you can say throughout your team there. Okay, everyone will come and ask you only. I am having this problem. Could you help me? Once you help them, no. If you ask any help from them, definitely they are going to help. Due to that reason, full stack developer always going to be provide a help to the everyone in the team and greatly reduce the time and technical cost of the team communication. Very important. Okay, if you know everything, okay, it doesn't take the much time to implement that one. It is going to reduce the time. Once it is reduce the time, 100% directly it is going to reduce the cost of the project also. Due to that reason, what they want to say here is that if you are a full stack developer, First thing, you are going to run your project very smoothly. Second thing, you can anytime you can help your team members. Okay, and it is going to reduce the time for development. When that once it is reduced, no, definitely it is going to reduce the cost also there, right? Afterwards, friends, we study one more important thing here is that if one person plays a different role, okay, it saves your company's personal infrastructure, okay, and operational cost. Definitely fine. If everyone knows that one, personal infrastructure cannot be shared with all the employees of the company. Okay, I will assign that one. One trustable person, I will find out that one. If you are talking about any security issues, are there any flaws are there in a particular project there? Okay, every product is having some secret flaws are there that cannot be solved also. That things I can't share with all the employees there. Only one or two, those are full stack developer. I will call them. Okay, keep this thing secret. Okay, and develop that one. Is that what that full stack developer gains that one? He will have the good relationship with the management. Okay, he never going to lose his job also because the some truths known by only this person. Is that not? These things also going to be considered that one. Now, what does full stack developer do? First, translate your requirements into overall architecture and implementation of new systems. Yes. Once we got that one done, all the requirements from the customer, okay, we are going to have the meeting with SMEs, okay, subject master experts. We are going to have the meeting with the product owners, okay, we are going to have a meeting with the manager also, right? What we will do, we are going to revisit all the requirements from the customer there. Okay, product owner is going to explain that one, these I want these requirements from you guys. How you are going to analyze that one, what you are going to do, that is up to you people. Once you get this one, okay, you know everything about the programming language from front end to back end. What we are going to translate that all the requirements that into the technical words here or technical requirements here. Okay, back end I require this one, database related sir. The front end I require this one, on the fly security issues. No, I need to solve through cookies here. Once you clearly understood, no, if you know the all the technologies, easily you can translate them. Okay, you can break down the requirements into number of tasks there. Yes or no? Yes. Now, second thing, manage the project and coordinate with the client. Yes. If you having a good knowledge, okay, you are going to manage whole project also, and anytime you can connect to the client also. Because what client is going to tell, you are going to understand. What you are going to tell, client is going to understand. This is the very crucial gap between the client and the developer there. Okay, product owner, you can say this. Okay, if the gap is reduced now, the product is going to deliver at the right time and with the exact requirements. So many times what happens, friends, clients are not able to give their requirements in a correct manner there. Okay, they want one thing but they will tell other thing. You are going to study that word in a software development, you are software engineering, you are going to come across that one. Okay, collecting the requirement from the client is the what you can say very difficult task. I will give one example here. Client will tell that I want a good sound in a mobile. He will say only sound, or you can say that I want a good camera in a mobile. Okay, once you develop the camera now, afterwards the requirement is going to be changed. I want night mode, okay, I want live photos, I want this much zoom is required, okay, pop-up camera should be required, this one required, everything he will tell afterwards. For that reason, before collecting requirement only, need to have some discussion with him, clear cut collect all the requirements, discuss with him with the benefits, okay, discuss with the cost, time and everything first. Okay, now write write a backend code in a Ruby, Python, Java, and PHP. Any language you can take this. Okay. If you want to talk about the backend, my friend, so many people nowadays they are going to still using the Java only from last 2 decades, I guess. Okay. At least from last 15 years. Okay. Java is the robust. Okay. For server side coding, so many. Okay. Maximum companies still they are using with the Java only. But nowadays the people switching from Java to Python also, but complaints will be there. Python is not that much robust and the not vulnerable to the security issues. Okay, that depends on the product needs. Okay, what kind of products you are going to get, from that only you are going to decide that one, right? Afterwards, understand. create and debug the database related issues, queries. I said that when you're talking about the full stack developer, you should be good in a databases also. But nowadays, so many companies they are going to hire the data administrator separate only. Okay, experts for the separate only. If you are having whole uh, package of knowledge, my friend, definitely you are going to get more uh, uh, chances to get inside the company here. Okay, now create test code to validate application against client requirement. Okay, once you develop that one now, okay, you need to test that your requirement. You are going to write to the own test cases. Okay, this work is usually done by the tester in a company, but you also should have the knowledge that once you develop that one, take one or two inputs and test that one. If it is working well, match with the customer requirement. Okay, if not working well, no, okay, change that, manipulate the code, manipulate the requirement, little bit design, write one or two to three test cases, again give to input, then you change it. Okay, now monitor the performance of the web application and the infrastructure. Definitely, you can monitor that one. Okay, now one more important thing here is friends. Okay, how we are going to become the full stack developer. Okay, full stack developer requirements are backend and the front end. Whatever the available technologies are there, you should be aware of that one. You should be know the all the technologies there. First thing, learn the necessary programming language. Whatever the languages are required now, you learn first. Your Ruby is there, PHP is there, we are having JavaScript is there, HTML is there, CSS is there, database queries are there, okay. Uh, Angular JS is there, Node JS is there, okay. Minimum 10 to 20 programming language you should be aware of that one, okay. Your C is there, C++ is there, okay. Whatever the customer what he expects now, if, whatever the programming languages are available now, that much at least you should have the functional knowledge there. Okay, JavaScript also. No, refine the knowledge. Refine that one. Whatever you are having the knowledge now, please refine that one. Okay. Now, third thing, become a familiar with all the technologies, but a master of one. It's a very what you can say important line here. Okay, do have functional knowledge about all the programming language, but you should have expert in one or two programming languages. Okay, as per me, no, minimum two master in that. Take one Java, okay, one front backend language, one front end language. Java and your JavaScript. Okay. Java or HTML. Right? If they ask that one in the interviews in a company's friend, they are going to expect one only because why you are just telling only one language? All the programming languages almost have the similar, okay, similar syntax only or structure only. Syntax might be get changed there, okay, everywhere. Okay, everywhere main function is that function solving is there. Okay, little bit the syntax is going to be changed, right? So that's the reason they're telling at least you should have the one technology should be master in one technology. Okay, take a course. Okay, if it is possible to read in your home, okay, take that, read that one. Okay, otherwise better you go for the good package course only. Okay, if you went to the course, friends, I also going to suggest you people, whenever you get the chance to go for the course now, don't worry about the 2 or 3 months and the 60 to 50 to 60,000. Please try to invest that one. Okay, you are going to get so many good knowledge. The only thing here is that you need to find out the very good institute for the, or you can say training center for the courses there. They are going to tell you from scratch to end. Everything they are going to take that one. Okay. Now, afterwards, get some practical exposure also. Yes, we are having only theory knowledge, sir. We are going to good in explanation that one, but that things are not going to be work inside the companies in a corporate there. Okay, should have practical. If you studied one programming language, now develop one small program, small project there, implement, then deliver, implement, deliver, implement, deliver. Then only it is going to be work. Now, afterwards, right, take up additional assignments. Right. So develop that one, keep on taking okay debug the code from the Google there, okay. Everywhere you can read that one by one, okay. Take different assignments of the same programming language. Once you keep on doing that one, my friends, you are going to become a master in that particular subject there and you will be get the full ideas. Okay. What are the useful facts about the full stack developer. Some facts are available there. Okay, the origin of full stack development goes as far as June 3, 2008. Yes, it is goes as far as the June 3. Second thing, full stack development includes the knowledge in front end and back end development. Already we discussed, right? Front end and the back end. There are 710 programming or coding languages around the world. Just to imagine, friends. I said that one become master in the two subjects only, but there will be 700 more than 700 languages are around the world. Now, the term web development was popularized by the Tim O'Reilly, okay, and Dale Doherty in late 2004. Yes, it was initially coined by the Darcy Mitsui in 1999. These are some facts are there, okay. Today there are 23 million developers around the world. 23 means 230 lakh developers are there. And by 2023, it is would be reached to 30 around 30 million, 27.7 chances are there, friends. Okay, nowadays everyone want to become a programmer only, developer only. By 2024, web developer job growth is expected to increase 27%. Yes, just imagine, friends. I don't know in during this global crisis is going on. Okay, global recession is due to the COVID-19. We don't know how we are going to get bonds back in the industries. Okay, yesterday I saw in the news also. Okay, Donald Trump again canceled that visa for you. Okay, all these things are going on. Indians might be face some problem. Okay, don't know how we are going to deal with that. If you're having the knowledge about all the languages, no friends, definitely you are going to get the good job. Otherwise, again difficulties we need to face there. Okay, I don't want to waste the time on that. No, full stack development is one of the most in demand jobs in the past 5 years, past years. Everywhere it's the common thing only. Okay, please make your one decision about the programming languages. Keep on reading about that. One day you will become expert in that. Okay, okay, friend. Okay, thank you.